What's up, and welcome to our podcast, Toast to Tea.
We're two friends that love the world of celebrity and pop culture and talking about it with you.
To join our world of celebrity, make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to our podcast. Now hit it.
It's about that time.
Wait, where's the Chris Cam?
To say cheers to our world of celebrity.
1000%.
They're back together, and it feels just right.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya.
Raise your glass.
I'm Maddison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
Because it's our moment to
Toast to tea.
Yes, Courtney. Hello. Welcome back to yet another episode of Toast to Tea. How are you feeling?
Madison, I'm feeling divine and fine. How about yourself, Gear?
I love it. I love a rhyme. I love alliteration. I'm feeling good. I'm tired. I feel like the bags are popping out. They're not designer, sadly, but we are powering through as we always do.
That's a good thing, girl. You got to persevere. Persevere, power,
Always.
and pump it.
Always. And I'm wearing the pink today, like a pink matching set. So I feel like that always brings the vibes,
Are you feeling cozy?
Yes. Well, because it's so damn cold. I'm freezing here.
It is really cold in LA, Madison. I have to admit, especially for LA, it's very cold. Because it's eternal summer here. So as soon as it hits 60 and below, it's like.
I'm not trying to be dramatic because I know there is a literal snowstorm hitting the majority of the country, but I've been living under a heated blanket, and I almost turned my heat on for the first time because my apartment's been like 67, 60, which normally like to sleep, ideal situation. But during the day, it's a little chilly. It's a little cold.
Madison, I've never had a heated blanket before.
Oh, Courtney.
I think I'm gonna get one from the TikTok shop.
Yes. My mom got me one for Christmas. This was 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I've used it here and there, but this week, and I've also started putting it in my bed, while I get ready for bed. So then when I get in bed, it's nice and cozy and warm. I've really been trying to amp up the luxury over here. We're manifesting luxury this year, as y'all know. So
I need to jump up on the heated blanket craze.
Bring it in. I'm like, any way we can bring in luxury to the day-to-day life, we're doing it.
Living like luxury until we're actually living luxury.
Yes,
if that makes sense.
Exactly. Exactly. Courtney and I are manifesting new places this year, also, everybody. So we want the good, luxurious apartments.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Madison, can I tell you something that I'm very excited about?
Yes. I love it.
I went to this damn game night, girl.
Yes.
With Sheena and Brock and the Grills. And I became this Vanderpump
Rules. Yes.
Girl, I was invited to this Vanderpump Rules premiere with the cast. And that is next week. When I tell you, is it next week? I think it's next week.
I think so, because I feel like the new season definitely comes out next week. Because
I am so excited for this.
Me too.
I just want to shimmy and shake. James Kennedy's gonna perform. So it'll be my first official James Kennedy. I'm ready for Sheena to perform Good as Gold.
Yes.
This is something that is probably gonna make the first half of my year.
As it should. I freaking love Vanderpump Rules.
I love Vanderpump Rules.
Yes, I'm living for it. Holly got to meet them when, Holly, our good friend Holly, she won an Emmy. Shout out to her.
I was going to say Emmy award-winning Holly. Oh my God.
Casting on The Traitors.
I screamed.
Wasn't it amazing? Her boyfriend texted me right when it happened. He was like, I'm texting you first. Well, right after Holly's family, obviously. I was like, well, yes, obviously, Jason, of course. And I was so stoked for them. So well-deserved. Traitors is so great. I was actually reflecting. We went to the Traitors event around this time last year.
Yes, ma'am.
Which was so fun, so amazing, so exciting for her. But she met some of the Vanderpump people at the little Emmys after party. And I only know that because her boyfriend sent me a blurry photo and Sheena and Brock were in the photo. And he's like, I don't know who these people are, but Holly told me to take a photo. So I did. I was like, good boyfriend. Good job, Jason. You're
Period.
And you know what? You saw Sheena and Brock, and that's all we care about. That's all we need to know.
Lovely people. Really lovely people. I like them.
I know. I do. I love Brock. I feel like he's such a good dad. Just great all-around guy. He's an Olsey. He's an
Olsey.
I'm here for it. I'm here for every second of it. I love it.
Shout out to VPR.
Yes. Are you excited for the new season of Vanderpump Rules? Because I am dying.
I'm very excited for the new season of Vanderpump Rules. I'm ready for the audience to be annoying about them filming with Sandoval like it's not a job. Like, of course, they have to film with him. I'm just excited to kind of like see where the storyline goes. The Scandoval was such a big event in pop culture, period, last year that it's like, how do you even take it to the next level after that? Like, how do these people even interact with Tom Sandoval from here? Because it's like, in a real life situation, we just would never talk to him ever again.
Right.
Like, when you're in a reality TV situation and you're in these group settings and you go on these trips, like, what do y'all talk about?
Well, I also think people need to remember too that like they started filming this not that shortly after everything was happening.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've already seen some stuff where people are like, when's Ariana going to get over it? The group needs to get over it. This happened forever ago. And we need to remember that this was filmed not that long after the scandal happened. So we need to give everyone a little bit of grace. Like if your partner of almost a decade cheated on you with one of your best friends, it's going to take, you're not going to be over it in 3 months. You're still going to be just as angry, just as pissed off. And then you're forced to hang out with them in a group setting. So I just want to remind everyone, we need to give Ariana a little bit of grace. And I did see recently, she just filed a lawsuit against Sandoval to sell the house because he's like refusing to sell their house.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she basically wants a judge to force them to put the house on the market so they can split the profits. I'm like, she's trying to help you. After everything, she's trying to make sure you both walk out with your money. And he's
Why wouldn't he want to sell the house? That's so weird to me.
Because
he's a weirdo.
He's a petty little worm with a frickin' mustache. That's why. I can't, you know how people are like, we need to give him grace. The world was so mean to him. I'm like, yes,
Girl.
and Miss Ariana. Yes, and.
Yes, and. I know that's right, Maddison Hill.
Obviously we're going to talk about that later, but I'm already heated about it because I already just like, no, I just know what's coming and I'm just.
Should I give Sandoval a hug at the event?
No, you junk punch him. Have I not taught you anything? Tristan Thompson and Scooter Braun, okay? That is, if we see them on the streets, we're junk punching.
Top 3 junk punch.
Top 3, right there. Tom Sandoval, Tristan Thompson, and Scooter Braun. If I see any of them on the streets, you better watch out.
Lordy.
Just kidding, of course. For legal purposes, that's
anti-violence.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like that's good to know because I feel like with Gypsy Rose, some people are getting the wires crossed.
Girl.
Don't go committing. Let's just, you know, she acknowledges what she did was wrong.
You're not getting out of jail just because she did.
Don't get the wires crossed. I've been seeing wild stuff on social media, so that's why I'm like, let's clear about that. Okay. Social media and TikTok are crazy right now.
Oh, girl, there's a lot happening. A lot happening.
A lot
Should
happening.
we get into it,
Yes,
girl?
I was like, Courtney, let's go ahead. Speaking of a lot happening, we have a lot happening today. Cheers. I'm trying to hydrate.
Cheers. I'm not. I'm doing the opposite.
As you should. If I didn't already have 2 cups of coffee prior to filming this.
Oof.
Yes. Okay. Kicking things off, talking about Lil Nas X. So this week, Lil Nas X took to Twitter. I know. Took to Twitter and posted a letter of acceptance from a Christian college called Liberty University. Okay. Lil Nas X said that he's going back to college for biblical studies in the fall and that not everything is a troll. Now, this Liberty University has spoken out. They released a statement to TMZ of all people. They're claiming the acceptance letter is fake and that they have no record of anyone by the name of Montero Hill even applying, which apparently, I don't even know why TMZ had to take it to that level because people on Twitter were already like, this is so obviously fake. Yeah. Apparently, even like the signature from the president that he posted on the letter, like that man has since passed away. Like it's very obvious that it was not real. Lord. And so that's why I was kind of giggling that TMZ was like, oh, we're investigating this letter. But it was definitely posted in part of promo for his new song, video, J. Christ. Obviously, you guys know Lil Nas X has the past of really focusing on the devil aspect, and people were up in arms about his Nike shoe, the devil music video, and now he's like going to the opposite end of the spectrum with this. What do you think?
Yeah, here's the thing, Maddison Hill. I feel kind of torn because it's like I Always enjoyed the music. I love Lil Nas X. His music, I've seen him as a performer multiple times. I just saw him at Hangout Fest last summer. He's great, but I also understand people on Twitter that are like, what else is going on besides you using religion to make a spectacle of a single? I get that aspect, but I also feel like, why should he stop if y'all are going to continue to give him the attention? You know, I mean, I even saw he had previewed the music video and he had like lookalikes of people in the music video, including our girl Taylor Swift. And, you know, it's all about the outrage. So the more you give him that outrage energy, the more he's going to stick to this strategy.
No, for sure. I saw a clip of him like eating a bunch of communion, which I was raised Catholic,
like the wine
Catholic. So he's like eating the little crackers and like drinking the wine, and everyone's losing, which I saw like some people are like, everyone wish they could do this if they grew up Catholic, and then some people are outraged. And I agree with you. I feel like this is the last kind of like religious thing I need from Lil Nas X. You know what I mean? Like, you did I don't even want the bad juju.
Call me what you want.
You did the devil thing. It was, and you know what? That song is a great song. The visual is obviously what had everyone up in arms. And I get it. It was a lot. Okay. Now we're going to the opposite end of the spectrum. It's still going to piss people off, obviously, because I feel like he's kind of like taken on that as his new brand of like, let's get the girls upset.
Of course.
But then after this, I'm like, let's get them upset in a new way, because we've already gone to both opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, unless we start, I don't know, bringing in the Mormons, bringing in the Scientologists, like, I don't know where we go after these two spectrums.
He about to have Leah Remini in a music video, girl. He about to have the Scientologist riled up, girl.
If he did that, I would totally be here for it.
John Travolta going to get his ass, girl. Girl.
You know I love myself some Leah Remini. Like, Stan. Maybe we have Leah Remini twerking up in there.
Not twerking, girl. Not the Leah Remini twerk. I guess my thing is this, Maddison. At this point, do whatever stunt you feel you need to pull, but is the music going to live up to the hype? And if it doesn't, that's when it really becomes...
Right.
Okay, girl.
And like
what else you got?
The Call Me What You Want, like, to me, the song... the song was bigger than the controversy because I liked the song.
I agree.
And so that's what I agree with you. Like, as long as the music keeps delivering, we can look past any of the controversial kind of attention-seeking things, as long as the music delivers. But you're right. As soon as that stops being, like, if this song is not good, then it's really going to be, then he's really just going to get torn apart. Like,
they're going to start calling you cooked. So we can't have that, Lil Nas X. You need to go ahead and bring us a banger. But I have faith. Yeah. I'm trying to reserve my full opinion and feelings about it until I hear the music. I might even just listen to the song first before even.
I was gonna say, I think that I'll probably just listen to the song a couple times, because I don't want the music video to like influence what I think about the song.
Exactly.
I feel like that kind of happened initially with Call Me What You Want, and then I kept hearing it on the radio, and I was like, oh, like, it is fun, you can dance. But because when you see that music video, it is, you know me, like, I also just like, Courtney knows, you guys, I am like always so scared of bad juju. And so for me, I was like, no.
You said, hold on now.
I said, no bad juju. No, thank you. No, Lil Nas X, go off. Artist expression. Whatever you want to do, I support it. But no, thank you. No, Miss Ma'am. No devil stuff for me. No. No, thank you.
Oh, Lord. I just want the music to be good, Maddison. The music's it's got to be an undeniable hit.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Now, speaking of an undeniable hit, though, can we talk a little bit about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
Yes, ma'am.
Because an undeniable chef's kiss reality television show. You guys know we're Bravo girlies, so obviously we're always going to be a little bit biased towards Bravo shows. But if you have not watched this season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I have to say you really need to reevaluate what you're doing with your time and your money, because it is fantastic. So just to recap, and this is a spoiler, so if you plan on watching it, I'm sure you've already seen the clips all over social media, but if you plan on watching it, maybe fast forward till the next story. But to recap what happened on the explosive finale of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, basically the women found out that the rookie of the season, Monica Fowler, which I don't know what name she's going by now. I think she is going by
Monica Garcia now, girl.
Garcia now. But Miss Monica, it was revealed that she had actually been running this troll account, Reality Von Tease, and this account had just posted awful things about them for like 3 years at this point, was trolling them. It also really targeted Jen Shah, which she's the one in prison for scamming the elderly. And in the finale, we see all of this go down. We see them kick Monica out of the house, kick her out of the dinner. And this week, the first part of the reunion aired. And Courtney, just first your general thoughts, because I just watched the reunion last night and I was like, my jaw was on the floor.
Here's the thing. When it comes to Monica, at this particular point, as she goes to film the reunion, what exactly does she have to lose? In her mind, all she can see is that it can go either way. They can keep her after the reunion or they could fire her after the reunion, but she does know for a fact that the majority of the fans are on her side. And I don't like that she said to Andy that the ratings suck, and she emailed production. Yeah, and she was lying. They showed the real receipt of when she emailed casting about wanting to be on the show, and I think she's shiesty. She's shiesty. She's sneaky, but I think for a reality TV personality, Monica is a lot of fun, and I think that after a season of, and this is real. The Jen Shah stuff to me, I think was almost like too real. Like in a different timeline, those people with like guns and stuff, the police and stuff could have ran up on the Sprinter and it could have been a whole different situation. But I think running a little burner account and hurting your feelings is like right in the ballpark of like Real Housewives level mess. And I think what makes it iconic is the fact that Monica maybe initially didn't own it, but once she starts to own it, especially in that finale, it is like all bets are off. And even then, Monica really could have served it and held back, So I think you can feel how you want about Monica, but I think she saved Real Housewives of Salt Lake City for sure.
I do think she definitely added a lot of drama. And part of the reason, too, why she was brought on is because she did have a connection to Jen Shah. And I feel like producers wanted to bridge the gap of Jen going to jail. And then she's not like totally out of the realm of discussion. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who don't watch, Monica used to, quote unquote, work for Jen Shah. And like part of what grabbed our attention about her is she talked about how she was a former assistant and how she actually testified against Jen Shah in her trial with the federal government. So immediately we were all tuned in. And they actually brought this up a little bit on the reunion as well. She still claims that they were close friends and that she wasn't working for Jen. She was just helping her out on a friend level, which I saw an interview with another one of Jen's former assistants, someone who used to work for Jen and Heather. Mm-hmm. And he said, this is what his claim was. His claim was that that Monica had worked her way into being friends with Jen. She called Jen crying one day because her car was about to get repossessed, asked to borrow $2,500. Jen gave it to her, and then Monica was working off her debt for Jen. Oh. That's why she wasn't being paid a weekly salary, fee, anything like that, which to me, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
I'm sorry. I love my friends. Courtney, we will do just about anything for our friends. But,
yes, ma'am.
And I love you, but I'm not going to go pick up your groceries just because you're having a busy day. For fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that part was kind of like blurry to me. Like, why was she just working for Jen?
I'm like, I'm not going to call you and be like, did you make it to your meeting at 11? Like,
and you're a mother.
Like, what?
Like you have children. Why would you just be helping?
So once I saw that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then also at the reunion, Heather played a clip of Monica bragging, and she was like saying, effing Kim Kardashian was an effing assistant. Look at her now. So fully showing that Monica has been trying to weasel her way onto the show the entire time. She played the villain. As far as her coming back, I just don't know how she could come back because none of these women are going to film with her. I think she's a great reality TV personality, but she's now going to have to go on something else because I don't think any of them will film with her. I mean, the whole point of Housewives, even if it is fake, is that these women are friends, and we know that they're never going to come back from this unless she literally only films with Mary. Like, And Mary's the one who married her step-grandfather. So Mary's had some controversy as well.
Not Mary getting this stray bullet.
Sorry. I love Mary. She offers great comedic relief. But I'm just saying.
I want Monica to come back. I do agree. It's like, how, right?
I just don't know how. She delivered great television. I just don't know how she comes back.
They don't have, and obviously this might not be anything you can answer, Maddison, but like Monica and those women don't have a friend that's like an in-between that they could bring
Unless
on.
they brought the hairstylist.
Oh God, no.
Who broke?
No.
Okay.
Well, only one broke person on Housewives at a time. I would love, in my dream scenario, I would love there to be a wealthy housewife that is friends with both the core girls and maybe somehow knows Monica and almost sort of takes Monica under her wing. And then we already know Angie K flip-flop. Angie K head ass go over here and flip-flop over here with Monica and the new girl. And then we kind of see how that plays out. And then you throw Mary in the mix for a little kiki. Mm-hmm. But I don't think we're done with Monica just yet on this show. I would be shocked if they got rid of her, but also maybe not. Because like you said, like if the other women aren't filming with her, where do we go from here? But I mean, we got women that don't want to film with each other on Potomac, and although the show is sinking, they're still filming. And nobody wanted to film with Sandoval.
That's true. Well, I knew
they said this is a job.
Love Sheena, as we were just saying, but she does flip-flop. And I knew that eventually she would give in because that's what Sheena does.
Like what if the network says Monica's not going nowhere? What do the women say?
I don't know. And you also have to remember, she sued Heather. Heather sued her.
Oh,
Heather. So there's also a legal aspect involved, which makes it even more difficult. That's another layer.
Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't see how she comes back.
I forgot about that part. You could be right, Maddison.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting, like I said, but I could see Bravo bringing her back for like an ultimate girls trip or something like I don't think she's not going to be on our screens ever again. I just don't know. And I mean, Andy Cohen is a smart man. He is a millionaire. We love, we ship Andy Cohen here in the community. So I don't know. He might have something up his sleeve, but I do think her coming for the show and saying, I said your ratings sucked and blah, 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 when she like straight up didn't and was kissing the casting producer's butt. Like that is not going to go far with Andy Cohen. You know what I mean? Because look at how he treats Jen Shaw, because Jen Shaw posted that message outside of prison and was like, Andy's still butthurt. I didn't do my one-on-one with him. And Andy's like, haven't actually thought about it one day past when you didn't want to do it. Like, and Andy's like, by the way, I'm the one who turned you down because you had too many stipulations. So I didn't even want to do it because it was going to be fake. You know, if you piss Andy Cohen off and he stops being your advocate,
that's it.
You can kiss your bag goodbye. Hang it up in the closet.
Dang it, Monica.
Great 15 minutes. Yeah.
I wanted Monica to be like the Brandy Glanville of Salt Lake City.
She might be. She might come back. I don't know. But I just think if you piss off Andy, it's not good for you.
Yeah. Ugh.
I would be one of those annoying housewives that's like, Auntie, oh my God. Like, not a Teddy Malen.
Okay.
Teddy Mellencamp, because she's, but like, I would definitely be the overly friendly. Like, that would be me. Because I'm like, this man.
But great. It was really, truly a great finale. I would say that this is probably one of my favorite TV finales of all time. I was shocked by how good it was. Yeah.
Fantastic. 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
Okay, something that also was very dramatic and 12 out of 10 in the level of tea. Shanna Moakler's explosive interview on Bunny XO's podcast. Courtney, this was absolutely mind-boggling. She opened up about her relationship with Travis Barker and her literal, I'm saying disdain, but it feels like hatred for the Kardashians. Disgust. She claimed, y'all, that she was sent text messages. This is when her and Travis were like still married, still together. She made some claims against Kim Kardashian. She claimed that Travis Barker and Kim Kardashian were texting back in the day, and someone sent her their text messages. And she claims that they were texting about trying to meet up in order to F-U-C-K, expletive. She allegedly confronted Travis Barker about the texts. He deleted them. He never wanted to bring it up. She also claims that she called Kim Kardashian to confront her about these text messages, and that Kim's response to her was that she didn't like white guys. Yeah.
Okay,
And
girl.
Shanna claims that her and Travis never really recovered from this Kim betrayal. Like, if you remember their relationship, it was very hot and cold, on and off, until they ultimately ended up getting divorced.
Yeah.
But apparently, this Kim Kardashian issue was the catalyst for a lot of their problems. She also claimed he hooked up with Lindsay Lohan, but not Lindsay. No one slander Lindsay. She's on her comeback era.
Lindsay, I don't know if it's the PR team, the management, or what, but she came back. And that's what I want from Amanda Bynes.
Yep.
What is it about these Kardashian women? And this is a question we've asked previously, of course, but what is it about these Kardashian women that will have them detach so quickly from whatever is going on in their normal lives? It's so strange to me. Tyga, Travis, Tristan, and I love Tyga. Like, what is it about all of them? What is it about them that just makes them want to up and just, girl, who cares who was in the background, girl, who was in the forefront, girl, they in the background now, girl. I'm looking at Kim. Like, you know what? Like, girl, okay, she's gorgeous, but like, leave your family gorgeous? Mess up your relationship gorgeous?
Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then Shanna's claims of Kim's response to all of that as well. I was just like, what?
Insane, but believable.
Oh, 1,000. Especially, I think this was around 2005, 2006, y'all. So this is when Kim was really Kimming. Okay, I'll just say it like that.
Okay. Yeah, Kim was Kimming.
Kim was Kimming. She also accused Travis Barker of parent alienation, which this part I think is sad because she said he was the parent who had more things, he had more money, he had the bigger house. And she also said, her kids watched the Kardashians growing up. So then when their dad started dating a Kardashian, they became just enthralled with the fame and the things, as any young kid would.
Of course.
She also accused the Kardashians of trying to influence her kids against her. And she says this is ultimately an issue that played out in the press and not in her favor. Because she said, quote, they're a media machine. They own the effing media. I don't. So I just got effing hammered. F you, that family. You're disgusting. I removed myself so they couldn't bond with my children over hating me. F you, that family. I was like, oh my God, you're disgusting.
So she snapped.
Oh, she snapped.
When he married Courtney.
Yes. Let me tell you what else.
She lost it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. 1,000,000% lost it. She said that since, do you remember when they first got together? Shanna was in the press a lot trying to speak out about
I remember,
I'm not going to lie, Courtney, I kind of dragged Shanna a lot. Like, I was like, she's an attention seeker. She's trying to get in the headline. Like, I was like, this
meanwhile, it was Chrissy in that kitty cat wig the whole time, Maddison.
I'm like, oh, shoot, maybe she was just trying to really fight back. But I was like, this woman is nuts. Let them be happy. Like, you're wild.
Oh, my God.
And obviously, she said, like, her kids have since apologized to her with what went down. They've talked. She always told them, like, I'll be here to love you unconditionally whenever kind of like that glitz and glam wears off. It sounds like their relationship is much better, but she still can't stand the Kardashians. She made that very clear. She asked people to stop shitting on her. And then she said, quote, there are people that don't like that family, don't watch their effing show, and don't give an F what Kim is doing with her ass.
Yowza. Tell us how you really feel, Shanna.
She went
Miss Moakler.
in. I know.
Miss Moakler through the Oakler tree.
On one part of me, I'm like, parent alienation is not cool. Like, that sucks. Yeah. But I also feel like probably millions of families, divorced families, go through that every day across the country. Maybe not to the extent of like a Travis Barker, Shanna Moakler situation, but similar. And I do feel bad that she had to go against the Kardashians, but she's fighting back. So,
I'm fascinated by the fame addiction that comes with being in the orbit of the Kar-Jenners. Even Megan Thee Stallion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look what happened.
It's not like a certain kind of person. It's not like a gender. It's anybody that comes near them. Something happened to them, or like something,
I was gonna say,
something
it's
weird.
almost like if you come into orbit and you're not brought into the circle, your life is about to be ruined for a part.
It's fascinating to me.
Because if they don't pull you in and protect you and you're just on the outside and then ish hits the fan.
Like, I wonder, Maddison, this is off script, y'all, for the listener, high community. It makes me wonder, is that why Justine Skye's career can't seem to just get into gear? Not even to like a Tinashe level. It just seems like, because now that I've been to this TikTok event a couple months back and I met her, I've really been trying to tune in a little bit more since we've been talking about her basically since 2018, 2019, girl. And the music is decent. And for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem to take off. But now I'm like, I wonder if there are other powers at play. Just out of curiosity, speculation, not confirmation.
I mean, you guys know,
why would you want Justine Skye of all people to get big? So she could get it big and say you stole her man?
Mm-hmm. And when Shanna Moakler says that they own the media, they're powerful, I do believe they have a lot of connections. I mean, a lot of times we compare the Kardashians to being like our royal family. And think about how the royal family is with the UK media. You're not telling me that Miss Chris has all of the girlies on lock over here as well, because at the end of the day, if Kris Jenner rings your phone, whatever publication you're working for, you're picking it up, you're listening, and 9 times out of 10, you're printing what she's telling you because it's the Kris Jenner. And she has that you know what? I can't take it away from her. She's built that reputation herself. She has built that reputation from the ground up. And I do think it would be difficult to go against. Even so, I'm like, Shanna Moakler speaking out, like, more drama is going to come of this. You don't get to go say F you to that family and not have repercussions. Like,
and we'll know. We'll know because they've been kind of quiet, the Kardashians. Ain't no show out or nothing like that. So they kind of chilling. It's kind of quiet. So we'll know if she start getting dragged randomly in the media. Chrissy done said, pull the lever, crunk. That's Corey sending the email. Because it's up for her.
Something is coming. Something is coming. Just like Miss Ariana Grande is on her way, you guys. Shout out to Ari. New music coming out less than 24 hours of us recording this, but by the time y'all are listening to this podcast, her new single is already out. It is called Yes And. She posted the artwork on her Instagram, that blurry photo with the red lipstick. We also know she has seemingly confirmed the name of her new album, which this single is on. The new album will allegedly be titled Eternal Sunshine, which, if y'all know, it's actually based off a Jim Carrey movie. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I believe, is the full title of that movie. But in the movie, the character goes through a rough divorce, then tries to erase their memories. So obviously, Ari's going to be talking about her marriage to Dalton Gomez and the end of that. What do you think, Courtney? Are you excited?
Maddison Hill, I'm very excited to hear any and everything that Ariana Grande has to say. Ariana is one of few artists that, for me, have a flawless discography. Like, I can't name one flop album of Ariana's. So I know that whatever she does put out is of a certain level of quality. And although I'm trying to manage my expectations going into every release with every artist that I really, really like, I have a good feeling about this because I know that because she hasn't responded to anything that's been said about her in the media for kind of a minute. So I know that there's a lot of potential content there. Now, whether she gonna get into it, we gonna have to see. But I would love for her to I love when my girls let it speak in the music,
I agree. I just don't know. I don't know if this is going to be positively, though. I feel like people, the only reason is because I feel like a lot of people really disagree with how she behaved with Ethan Slater. And I know she's been saying, we were separated before we got together, but the ex-wife is not saying the same thing. And I feel like that whole situation turned a lot of people off. So that's my only hesitation, is I'm just curious to see how she's going to address it. Because if you're naming your album Eternal Sunshine, I know you're getting into the divorce, which I do want more tea on that. I want to hear your perspective. It was obviously a relationship that started during COVID and then couldn't last post-COVID. I want to hear about that. my only fear is if she does pull in the Ethan Slater concept, I just don't know. I don't know. I think the real Arianators will love it. And I think there's a part of the public that's going to be like, no, not here for it. Home record. Like, I think that whole commentary is still going to keep going on. I don't know.
I think for me, I wonder how do we control the narrative? Because it's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would be surprised if Ariana put out an R&B record, because
I think it'll be more ballads.
That's not her main audience. Now we could get past you being a home wrecker, not my words, y'all words. If it was a big pop record, like a Into You or like a Breathe
Thank You Next.
Thank You Next. If it's like
we were living for that.
Yeah, if it's a big moment that's within her wheelbarrow that can connect with her core audience, then she's in the clear. But if she's putting
1000%.
out, baby, tell me what's your motive, and I stole your man, then Ariana, a lot of your fans don't like your R&B stuff. I'm not one of them. I live for it, but they're gonna whoop you, girl, with the ponytail.
I know.
But I'm excited.
That's my only that's the only hesitation I have with it. I mean, at the end of the day, Ariana is crazy talented. She has an incredible voice. She would not be playing Glinda in the Wicked movie if she was not crazy talented.
Yes,
it is nothing against her talent at all. I just feel like the public is a little weary of what is going to come out of this. And the title, Yes and, for the single makes me feel like it could either be something more sentimental and reflective, or it's going to be, yeah, and what? And what I got together with this man, and what? And did you see
that's what I'm expecting.
And did you see that's what I'm expecting too. And I was talking about this earlier this week, and people were like, well, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm like, I'm sorry. I hear the title, Yes and I'm like, she is literally coming for Lily James.
She said, this my life.
Literally, girl, what? And did you see the little press photo op thing that she did? She did a little, hi paparazzi, come take a photo of me in a Yes and sweatshirt getting into my SUV. Yeah.
I did not see that.
She did a little Hailey Bieber Nepo baby moment.
Come on, promo. I'm here for it. Listen.
I know. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. This is her first single she's putting out in 3 years.
Maddison, do you understand the last time Ariana Grande put out an album, I was literally filming the show, The Circle.
That's crazy.
Like, they played positions for me during the show.
It doesn't feel that long ago, but it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, Madison. So she better bring it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I do remember positions coming out because we both like just like magic. Hey,
just like magic. Hey, middle finger to my
Hey, I do love that because it helps me manifest. I'm like, yes, that's right. Level up right now. Okay. Now, obviously, Courtney and community, because I know you would come for both of our necks if we did not discuss, obviously, the Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, Kylie Jenner, Timothée Chalamet debacle. We would never do that to y'all, obviously. We would never skip over the biggest tea of the week, which happened to involve Miss Selena Gomez and our girl Taylor Swift. So the Golden Globes debacle, Courtney, when Selena Gomez was seen spilling tea to Taylor Swift and Kelly Teller, and all hell broke loose, which that would be us at the Golden Globes, just so everyone knows.
Absolutely.
Like, that would 1,000,000% be Courtney and I, because we cannot contain our facial expressions. But people thought, Courtney, that Selena Gomez was talking about Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, mainly because Kelly Teller, for sure, and you cannot tell me any differently, that girl did not go, Timothy? Like, she said Timothy.
Yeah.
And I will literally bet my pinky toe on that. She was saying Timothy. But since that's come out, and since this has all been a thing, Selena has tried to say, nope, I was telling Taylor about 2 of my other friends who were hooking up. Not that it's anyone's business. TMZ also lucked out and caught Timothée Chalamet in Beverly Hills. They were actually waiting for DDG and then caught Timothée Chalamet. Can you believe? What a steal.
Maddison, I have followed DDG like for years, like since before I met you. So for him to like be the father of Chloe's child is Hallie's child is like mind blowing to me.
Yeah. Right?
Mind blowing to me. Sorry.
So, no, it's crazy. But also I'm like, imagine waiting for DTG and you get Timothée Chalamet. Like, hell yeah.
Someone's getting a promotion.
Exactly. And obviously she was doing her best to ask him about the situation. He was not he literally was like shocked that they found him. He did not want anything to do with it. Finally, when she was like, are you and Selena still friends? He was like, yeah, of course, really quick. And then she kept like hammering him about Selena and Kylie. And she was like, come on, does Selena and Kylie have beef? Like, end the rumor once and for all. And he like barely let out a no. And then she was like, no? Okay. And then let him go. But after all of this hoopla, actually first, before we talk about Selena's social media break, what do you think was said?
Honestly, Maddison, I want to believe that it could have been any Timothy, but that would be like Courtney. They're at the, like, come on, they're right over there. Like, who, like, why would they be talking about somebody else? I don't know what was said. I mean, was that the first time they were publicly out together? Timothy and Kylie, like at an event? No,
Maybe
right?
at an event with Selena and Taylor.
Because they was at Beyonce.
Yeah, they went to Beyonce. They went to the US Open. They went to one of the Wonka premieres. They haven't walked a carpet together, but they normally will like meet up inside the event. But it was, I guess, the first time that maybe Selena has been around them at a public event. And I know there was that rumor of like Selena went up and was asking about a photo and Kylie said no, which I thought that was plausible just in the sense of Kylie and Timothy are friends. Everyone was like, Selena's not a fangirl. I'm like, yeah, have y'all never told your friend we should take a pic? Like, yeah. Every time Courtney and I are out somewhere, which then we always forget, but we're always like, we need to get a photo. We need to get a picture. Like very normal.
True.
Very
true.
normal. So maybe it had nothing to do with the photo, but again, you cannot tell me that she was spilling some tea. It was about Timothy Chalamet. It might not even involve Kylie Jenner. I want to know what it was. I do too. I mean, again, she's saying it was about two other friends hooking up, which obviously I'm going to take Sel's word for it, but Kelly Teller heard the word Timothy because that girl said Timothy.
When I tell you, I know Selena Gomez is sick of us.
Oh, for sure.
Because she can't do anything without us talking about it or like it becoming a huge moment.
Well, and people were trying to villainize it, being like, oh my God, so unprofessional. And I'm like,
girl, it's a party.
Like I said, it's a party. It wasn't when someone was on stage. It wasn't when someone was presenting or accepting an award. And I'm also like, you and I can attest. Think of all the events we've been to together.
Girl, we be whispering.
We are always whispering. And 9 times out of 10, it's about somebody who's probably in our vicinity, which is why we're whispering and covering our mouths. Like, it is so normal to talk tea about a situation, about an event. Like, that is so normal for people to try to say that she was the villain talking about people. I'm like, don't even sit behind those keyboards and act like y'all don't talk ish to your friends, whether it be in person or in a group chat.
It's like Maddison. People be all over Selena Gomez over making a face or whispering, like, spilling a little bit of tea here or there. And then y'all wonder why she want to make an announcement that she's going to take a social media break. Because it's like, she can't do anything without it being a topic of discussion. And she ain't the circus Britney Spears.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, which of course you obviously saw. She posted that along the video with Betty Blanco, said she's going to focus on more important things. And then people are mad though, because they don't like when she announces she's going on a break. And a few hours later or the next day, she posted a promo for Selena and Chef, which I don't think she posted that promo. For
anyone can post that.
I think it was someone from her team that posted it. But this is why Selena's not on social. I feel like she gets on, drama happens, and then she can't handle it. And so I think moving forward, you should just go back to the old formula of like, let the team be on the socials and like, don't even give up your energy.
I think we spoke at our old job one time. Like, at one point, wasn't she like taking pictures or taking content and then like getting it together and then giving it to someone to post? Yes. Girl, if I was a celebrity or like Selena Gomez type level fame, I would be doing that. Cause like, y'all not gonna stress me out on my phone. I wouldn't have no social media apps on my phone like that. No. I think I would just have Spotify.
You would. You could not be on Spotify. Honestly, same. But I would do the exact same thing only because it's very easy to be like, don't look at the comments, don't get involved, don't give it your energy.
It's hard.
And I honestly feel like I do pretty good at that now, only because you've coached me, but it's still hard. And still when you see a negative comment, it still like stings me. I still get irritated and I still feel this need to defend myself, even though I don't owe anyone anything, especially a troll. But I can't imagine being Selena Gomez and being inundated with a ton of negative comments. Like, yeah, every once in a while you are going to lose your ish, or you're going to just be like, I can't handle it. I'm out of here again. Like every time we get her back, something happens and she's like, nope, never mind. Can't do it. Y'all are too much.
And she should just stay off at this point. Not even
I
in a
agree.
negative way. Go ahead, take a little break, girl. We'll see you around Christmas.
No, I agree.
When the album is coming out, right? Because she's working on that. When the album come back, girl, hopefully a lot of it produced by Benny Blanco, and we get them hits, girl, then you could come back. Other than that, girl, drop these little Rare Beauty promos and skedaddly do.
Yep, because then people will stop calling her a flip-flopper. And that's what they're doing now. And again, I also think like sometimes Selena Gomez does things like you were saying, like showing a face, talking, something that we would praise other celebrities for. She just gets absolutely dragged through the mud. So I would be over it. I'd be like, all right, yeah. I'm
it's
not
selective.
It's done. And I get you don't want her announcing she's going on a break. You're over it. That's fine. But just like also think
the message is not for you, it's for the fans, so that the fans don't worry about her because we know she's sickly.
That's right. Exactly. She also, last thing about Selena, and then we can move on to our last segment. But Selena is also getting back into the acting game. She's reportedly going to play country rock icon Linda Ronstadt. Before she went on her social media break, she posted that she was reading her memoir. So she's going to star in the biopic. And fun little fact that I found out this week, shout out to somebody who told me this, that Linda Ronstadt actually used to date Steve Martin, like back in the day.
Oh.
And Selena and Steve Martin are really good friends. So I just
That's
think
cute.
That's a really cool connection.
Okay, he could help her out with the acting.
Right?
Okay.
And she loves Steve Martin. She loves Martin Short. That was another joke I was seeing on social media that they were like, imagine Selena Gomez was spilling tea because like allegedly Martin Short and Meryl Streep have something going on. And so they're like, imagine Selena was like spilling tea about Martin Short and Meryl Streep. And I'm like, that would be iconic that she has the tea to spill about them. But again, Kelly Teller said the word Timothy, and I will die on that hill.
Sheesh. Okay.
All right, what do you mean? We are ready for our final segment too.
Put it in the teapot.
Yay. And guys, don't forget, you can send us your submissions of what you want to put in the teapot, whether it be personal or celebrity related. Email it to us at toasttoteapod@gmail.com, and then we will read your name and your submission on the next episode. So please, please, please send us an email, toasttoteapod@gmail.com. Please.
I think that what I want to put in the teapot this week is leaving behind loving out loud. I've found in this day and age that there are people that find liking others or loving others or even just liking and loving things that they enjoy hobby-wise. They don't want to love those things out loud because they're afraid of how they'll be judged or how they'll be perceived, or like we have this phrase like cringe, right? And I'm doing everything that I can this year specifically to just sort of embrace the cringe, because you never realize what you lose out on when you don't take a risk, when you don't love things out loud, when you aren't just fully being yourself. So I've made a career out of loving things out loud, thankfully and fortunately. And so I really wanted to encourage others to like look at the things that you love and just go ahead and talk about them. You never know who could be inspired to share what they love as well.
And you never know who's listening and what brands are listening and who are going to hit you up. Just saying. Also, I love that you said embrace the cringe, because I feel like Taylor Swift said kind of something along those lines. And that's why the reason she loved the Barbie movie. And I feel like that is so true. We always get so wrapped up in what people think, me included. You know, I'm always like, oh my God, people from home think I'm trying to be famous or something. And it's like, who cares?
Who cares, girl?
Who cares?
Why not?
Exactly. And who knows, we might get a bag because of it. So
okay. That's actually the tea.
Oh, okay. Let me think of what I want to put in the teapot, because Courtney, you know, my little brain cells are just
not
fried.
Your little brain cells.
They feel little right now. They are fried to bits. Okay, the thing that I'm going to put in the teapot, and this will be a work in progress, y'all, because I know I am not perfect, so I'm just prefacing that now. But the thing that I'm putting in the teapot is my inability, I guess, or my ability to always want to plan everything out. I always want a plan. I always want to have everything figured out. I want to have exact steps and know that if I follow these steps, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. And you know what I have learned in my 30 years of life, you guys? when you make a plan, God laughs because he has other plans for you. The universe has other plans for you. Whatever higher being you believe in has higher plans for you. And I just really got to start letting that go. I thought this beginning part of the year was going to start so much differently than it is ending up starting. And I have got to let this incessant need to plan go. I have got to give in. I've got to let the plan that is supposed to be for me, I have got to just start listening, embracing, and following that because I'm trying to plan too much and it's not working out. So I'm trying to let loose, let go, and let myself follow the plan that I'm supposed to follow. So
I know that's right, girl.
And like I said, I know I'm a work in progress because I'm still type A, I'm still a Taurus. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I've changed right now, but I really need to work on that because every time I come up with a plan, God says, hee hee.
Yeah, no, girl. Come up with a little outline, girl.
We're going to do this instead. Come over here.
Yeah.
And you know what, too? A lot of times, Courtney, don't you feel like when the door doesn't work out, the door that ends up opening later, you're like, thank God the other door didn't work out. But for some reason in the moment, we always get so like bogged down in that.
That is so the truth because it's what we thought that we wanted instead of, receiving what we needed in the end.
Yes. Yes. And I need to remember those moments. I need to remember the moments of when the door closed and something else opened and I was like, thank God. I need to remember that.
You need to be like, oh my God, thank the Lord, something better is coming.
Yes. I need to remember. I need to, I guess, like shift the way my mind works, shift my framing of situations and remember that because that didn't work out, it's something better, not, oh my gosh, that didn't work out. Now I'm stressed. Now I'm spiraling. I need to just like immediately move to the positive,
Girl.
We're
Perception.
Working on it. Perception is everything. Yes, exactly. All right, y'all. Wow, I feel like we just had a mini therapy session.
I know, right?
Lean into the cringe, lean into the plan. Like that is the moral of the story today. And the key. And leave Selena alone.
Leave Selena alone. She with Big Benny, living her life.
Exactly. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Toast to Tea pod with me and Courtney Revolution. You guys, please make sure you like this YouTube video. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure your notification bell is on. Also, make sure you are following us over on Spotify as well. Don't forget to participate in the Spotify poll because that also helps us too. Also, you guys, make sure you're following us over on social media at Toast to Tea Pod. You can find us everywhere. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at I am Maddison Hill and on Snapchat at Maddison Hill 93. And Courtney, where can they find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Twitter at Court Revolution and Snapchat at Court Revolution and on Instagram at Courtney Revolution. Yes. Also, don't forget to send in put it in the teapot submissions to toasttoteapod@gmail.com. And on that note, y'all, we will see y'all next time. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy listening to Yes and. Oh, yeah. And we're going to talk about it next week. That's right. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.